I love the way it feels. I just love the way this thing feels. This is a real amazing machine. 1972 Norton Commando Roadster. 1 up, 3 down shifter, 750-ish cc's about. Complete ground up restoration, the best and upgraded parts available. Super blend main bearings, Kazan electronic ignition with 2 coils right there. 932 amyl concentric carbs, premier carburetors. It's got the MK3 adjustable ISO mounts. Isolate the engine vibration. Front and rear, I believe. I don't know where that would be in the back. CWC chrome rims with stainless spokes, I'm sorry. And we talked about that earlier. They do look very good. Complete engine and transmission and primary rebuild. Complete fork rebuild. And the fork was rebuilt too. It did handle very well, I'll give them that. New wiring harness and electronic components. New Dunlop K81 tires. Combat engine has a high lift. Has a 2S high lift camshaft. 32mm carburetors. High compression cylinder head. This is the hot rod of the Norton lineup. It says so right there, by golly. This bike is totally redone. They total restoration on it. Everything. Upgraded parts, the best of everything possible, I guess. It's got a concentric carburetor on it. It's got a disc brake on the front. It's really interesting, you know, it downshifts in reverse. You actually upshift to downshift. If you go up a gear, you have to push down. Hey, no mirrors. Beautiful machine, beautiful machine. Got to upshift to down. To shift up to go into first. Shift down to go into second. Right side shifter, of course. Got a very interesting feel, I'll tell you that right now. And it seems to have plenty of power. Welcome to South Marnie. See if there's anybody behind us here. Handling is very quick. I like the handling. Drum brake on the rear with a cable actuator. Hydraulics on the front. Wow. Sounds good. Sounds very good. Nobody behind us. We're going to do a quick hill spin test here. Turns very well. It's got to have a short wheelbase. I don't know what the wheelbase is, but it's very good handling, I'll tell you that. Very precise handling. If you're ever in the big town of Marnie, get yourself up here to the Derailed Grill. Hot rod. It has an interesting vibration to it, or feel to it, I guess I'd call it. Has a horn. Let's take it out on the roadway and see what we get. I'm not thoroughly convinced that speedometer is accurate. That's okay. We're about a mile or so. Picks up very well. I like that. Interesting feel for sure. So this does have telescoping forks on the front and shocks on the back like a traditional motorcycle would have. Spoke tires, of course, brand new rims and stainless steel, brand new chrome rims. I think they're CWC is the brand on them. And stainless steel spokes. Boy, this sounds, it's music, pure music. I think we're in top gear. Yes, we are. The gauges are Smith gauge. I'm sure they're magnetic. This is 1972 already. I don't really know much about the switching on this bike. I know this is choke right here. Of course, the clutch on the left and the brake on the right. Hydraulic disc. Now, the reason I mentioned hydraulic disc is some of the early discs were actually mechanical. The ride is very good. I'm very impressed. I love the way the handlebars, I love this whole look through here. Wow, does this thing sound good. It is really a unique sound. It is I can tell you this is different than a Triumph or a BSA. I like it a lot. Hey, there's Interstate 80. Baxter Cycle is located at exit 51 and Interstate 80 here in western Iowa. So to downshift, you have to actually tow up the shifter. There's two. A lot of pull to get the brake to actuate. Okay, now we're in first. I don't have a mirror, so I'm going to really exaggerate this turn. Oh, that clutch feels good. It's a heavy clutch, but it feels good. Shifts are very precise. I like it. I like it a lot. Oh, that feels so good. It's very smooth at this higher RPMs. I think the bikes must be balanced for that. This has that ISO engine mounting system, rubber mounting system for the engine to keep the vibrations down. I think over the Atlas that was able to let this run about 500 RPMs higher. I love the way it feels. I just love the way this thing feels. This is a real amazing machine. I'm going to scoot back a little on the seat for, oh yeah, that's much better. A little more stable feeling. The transmission and engine were totally rebuilt. They got a high lift cam in it. The sound is heavenly. I don't even know how to describe that to y'all. It's got a sound that's just wow. It's truly unique among motorcycles. You Norton people out there probably know exactly what I'm talking about. It runs flawlessly. I mean, it just purrs like a kitten. Not a hiccup or a bite or a, you know, skip. I mean, it just does everything right. This is art. This is art. British bikes are pure art, especially from this era. There was no CAD back then. You know, this was all done by brain power and sweat of the brow and lead of the pencil. I like it a lot. Here again, to downshift, we have to pull the lever up. So from fourth into third. Wow, what a motorcycle. I do not want to take this back. I mean, I say that all the time, but boy, I really don't want to take this one back. What a privilege. What a privilege. I'm absolutely impressed with this thing. There's second. Foot brake is on the left. What a machine. What a machine. In the first gear. I like this a lot. I like this an awful lot. What a ride. What a ride. That is a alternator light, by the way. Let's see if we can shut this thing down. Turn the key, that's off. Okay, we did it. We did it. All right, we'll get the other camera out and do a little talk. Wahoo! What a treat, what a treat. Thank you, Baxter Cycle. BaxterCycle.com, by the way. Check that hot rod out. Let's just take a good look at that first. Totally redone. Everything, it's, I mean, oh, I don't want to get too close to it right away. Let's just get a good overview of the thing. Every little detail seems to be paid attention to. The paint's perfect. Shiny wheels, new spokes. Let's check out those pipes. These are the Norton versions of a peat shooter. Isn't that something? Look at that seat. Everything is just, wow. Gorgeous, gorgeous. I love the rear brake, the mechanical rear brake there. Look at that. And of course, coming over here, this is the beginnings of the disc brake. Look at that. It says Lockheed. Okay, so Lockheed was an aircraft company back in the day. So the engine is about a 750cc. It's got dual carburetors, overhead valves. The cams are still down here. There's a tack drive right there. Right there. Air cooled, of course. 4-speed transmission, separate from the engine. Check it out. So one here, it's 1 up, and then 3 down. So 4 speeds total. So 1 up, that's first gear. 3 down to get the other gears. And it's on the right side to boot. So I imagine that for an old guy like me. Kickstart only. Look at this giant cast piece here. Just look at that. Look at that thing. Absolutely amazing. One of the things I can point out on this, the older Atlas 750 was more vertical engine. They scanted this one forward. When they did that, they had to angle the carburetors down, so they put these bent intakes on them to get that accomplished. I think it looks a lot better with the angle on it. I love the way it ran. It was an impressive feel. It felt like it had juice to go. I mean, it was very, very impressive. I love the handling. It felt light. It was It looked like it would handle just like a dream, if, you know, if you took it out through the hard corners and things like that. I mean, look at that thing. Just a pure thing of beauty. I mean, look at the size of that air filter. Just humongous. Oil tank is under here. Pop the seat off, you get loose in these on both sides. Seat kind of pops off. Stainless fenders, front and rear, of course. Check out that taillight. I love it. I just love it, love it, love it. And of course, you all know I love these mechanical back brakes. So here's the electronics down here now. So they've got, for 1972, we've got smaller electronics compared to what we usually have, you know, located up here now. So this is the mechanical setup, runs through a cable that runs to the back. This is like art to me. This is just art to me. I love the way these things look. Check out this primary. It's one of those, again, where there's no bolts in the perimeter. There is simply a center bolt, so there's a gasket of some sort. You tighten that center, that pulls the whole thing in. It's supposed to keep it from leaking. One of the coils over here. Like I said, this is the medium-sized tank. There was a 2-gallon tank, a 3 or 4-gallon tank. I think that's what this one is. And then I think there was a larger 5, or maybe it was a 6-gallon, but it was a larger tank. Look at that, isn't that just beautiful? Commando, 750 Commando Combat. It's a real piece of art, isn't it? And just look at those pipes. Beautiful, beautiful. Jumping up here, so the clutch on this side, which is a hard pull clutch. Barrel grips, of course. Choke, I don't know what any of these do. I just don't know. I'll make a point of learning next time. It says Lucas, made in England. Same thing on this side. Brake on this side, throttle, of course. I'm guessing this is the headlight switch here, but I really am not sure how that works either. So Smith gauge, tachometer on the right side, speedo on the left. Look at how this looks. Isn't that just beautiful? Beautiful. And of course this, I can't remember how this works. Fuel inlet right there. So I think you have to push that in to get it to shut too. It's just the nice, beautiful, old school. Just beautiful, isn't it? The ignition right here. So you turn the ignition one spot over and the light comes on. That means you're, it's your generator light. That means you're ready to go. You can see the gaskets. Like I said, this is a fresh rebuild. So tachometer drive right there. Speedo drive on the back right there. Beautiful, beautiful. Grease zerks on the swing arms. Modern bikes don't have that anymore, by the way. Just a piece of art. Okay, I'm pining. Hey, if you were interested in a bike like this, an old Norton, new or used Royal Enfield, Triumph, classic British bike of any type, get yourself over to baxtercycle.com. They're the largest vintage British bike parts supplier in North America. If they don't got it, you're gonna have a hard time finding it. But they've got accessories, they've got parts, they've got information, they got knowledge. Give these guys a call. Ask for Randy Baxter in particular if you're interested in old bikes, and make sure you tell him Fuzzy Biker sent you. All right. Now, it's a great day out here. It's a windy day out here, but it's a great day. And I'm going to hop on, not that motorcycle, but that one, and I'm going to go for a ride. Y'all do the same if you can. Life is good. Really good. Wahoo. Okay, thank you.